Well, here's a look at the 8 things that you need to know today. Cranberries should be plentiful and pretty cheap this time of year, but that may change in the future. News 8's Scott Behrens explains why the fruit could soon be more expensive. Scott?
Martha, right now there is an oversupply of cranberries in the U.S., which has driven down the price of the fruit. And to fix that, the USDA is proposing cutting cranberry production nationwide by as much as 25%.
No farmer really wants to hear they have an oversupply because that means prices are going to fluctuate a little bit.
Amber Schultz is a 5th-generation cranberry farmer.
With farming, again, it goes through highs and lows.
Over the last 100 years, her family farm has seen their share of hard times.
We went through a low period in the late 90s and we bounced back, thankfully, and we're kind of hoping that, we are hoping that we do bounce back again.
All of the cranberries grown on her family's farm go to ocean spray.
We're trying to stay as positive as possible.
Her family is hoping the oversupply of fruit won't hurt their business, but they're also preparing for the worst.
We were able to kind of set a 2 to 3 year plan just so we can be ready if worst case scenario does happen.
She said it's frustrating to think there may soon be limits on how many cranberries can be grown.
It's a very labor intensive fruit, so to hear that your product isn't going to be used to its full potential is a little bit heartbreaking.
But for now, her family plans on growing as many cranberries as they can.
We're going to keep producing to our full potential because next year we could bounce right back and they could say, what oversupply?
And even though the future isn't guaranteed, Schultz can't imagine doing anything else.
It's such a rewarding feeling just seeing the berries get loaded up into the truck and taken away, we did that. Our blood, sweat, and tears went into that, and at the end of the day we can say that we're very proud of what we did and just keep coming back next year.
Schultz's family farm will start harvesting cranberries next week, and they should be done harvesting in October. Schultz said they'll know after the harvest how many of their cranberries will get used.
It's one of those things. This is a big business for this state and our area. In fact, I think, isn't Wisconsin now the #1 supplier of cranberries?
Yeah, we are. Actually, UW-Madison says we produce 57% of the country's cranberry supply. And as a result, of course, a lot of local farmers could be affected by this oversupply of cranberries.
All right, thanks a lot, Scott.
Yeah, thanks.